Got my Gryffindor sweater on and my wand. So you know what we're talking about today. Universal Orlando. So today we are going to talk about 10 of like the most recommended things I'd say to do at Universal. So a lot of you guys come down to Orlando to come visit Walt Disney World, but then you go over to Universal maybe just for a day so you can check out Harry Potter. So I thought it'd be fun to give you a list of 10 things to do if you only had one day in Universal. Now, a lot of these are kind of based on what people love to do the most, like what I've been told they love the most, and kind of not just doing Potter things, because I know everybody wants to do the Potter rides, but I'm kind of picking out things that maybe you didn't know if you should skip, or something in Potter that you didn't know was there. To start it off, of course, my first thing is pretty much about Harry Potter. So the number one thing I always say to do in Harry Potter is try the drinks. Obviously, everybody knows about butterbeer. Butterbeer is fantastic, and they have hot butterbeer when it's cold out. However, there is other drinks there that are so good. So the fizzy orange juice you can get like in Leaky Cauldron, so good. It's fizzy orange juice and it has cinnamon around the rim. One of my favorite drinks in Diagon Alley, and often will get over butterbeer. But they also have specialty brewed beers at both sides in Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley. There's two different kinds of beers. I can only remember the name of it's Dragon Scale and Hogshead Brew are the two kinds. They can explain to you which one's which. I know one's darker and one's lighter. So just trying any sort of drink. They also have fire whiskey there, which is like Fireball, and you can get it put into a cider, which tastes like apple pie. So that's pretty good. Definitely recommend trying some sort of drink there. Number 2 on my list is a ride, and it is Revenge of the Mummy. So this is my number 1 favorite ride in both parks. Anything that Universal has usually is my favorite ride. Even at Hollywood, I like the Revenge of the Mummy. It is an indoor roller coaster. I'm not going to tell you anything other than that, except for that it's awesome. It's better than any of our other rides. And I'm a Potter fan, and yet that is still my number 1 ride at Universal. Number 3 is kind of Potter again. However, I recommend getting a park-to-park ticket so you can ride the Hogwarts Express. I know a lot of times the Hogwarts Express is like a long wait. However, riding the Hogwarts Express once is not only transportation, but it's an attraction for you. The ride is amazing. It's beautiful. The little compartments are awesome, as well as the what you get to see on your way there out the window. So good. Number 4 is not really something that like I'm totally crazy about, but everybody always wants to eat at Mythos. Mythos has been like a number 1 rated restaurant of Universal for so long. It is located in the Lost Continent area of Islands of Adventure, and it can get very busy in terms of like at any time of year. I'd say during Christmas break when I had guests going, the wait was about 3 hours. So if you ever want to go, I highly suggest going by before you start getting really hungry. Put your name in, they can text you, and you can go do something and then come back and enjoy a lunch at Mythos. But I just feel like that's like one of the main places to eat, besides like the Potter Worlds, and that everybody wants to eat at is Mythos. Number 5, ride the Hulk. Duh. If I had to choose between Hollywood Ride Rocket and the Hulk, I definitely choose Hulk, because it goes upside down so much more. It's way faster. It's just one really fun roller coaster that really shakes you up, and there's audio on board that is composed by Patrick Stump from Fall Out Boy, if you did not know that. Number 6, I recommend seeing one of our street shows if you're hanging out in the streets. I of course recommend Beat Builders. They're my favorite show. But there is Sing It is the a cappella group, which is alright, and then there's Maryland and the Diamond Bellas. I don't know, Marilyn Monroe does a little thing. We have a couple of different street shows. That's what we do, and we do the ones that are in Potter, of course, too, that people love. But I recommend Beat Builders. They're kind of like construction workers that do like a stomp sort of thing where they smash on trash cans. Number 7 is probably something I'd recommend more during the summer, but I recommend going on Popeyes. I love doing that ride, especially when I'm working, because you get soaked head to toe. It is so fun. It's a raft ride, kind of like Cali River Rapids at Disney, but way longer, way more fun. I love it. So I recommend that one, but only if it's hot outside, because no matter what, even if you're wearing a poncho, you're gonna get soaked. no questions asked. I've only had like one person get off kind of dry with a poncho. Number 8, I would say, is Spider-Man. And I kind of say that in a sense of, if you're choosing between Spider-Man and Transformers, I say go to Spider-Man. Spider-Man's a little less jerky and like making the ride movements about, you know, just jerking you around. It's also the original, one of the original rides of Islands of Adventure. Number 9 is actually getting a milkshake at Twosome Chocolate Factory. So Twosome's out in City Walk. It's one of our newer restaurants, and they have come out with these huge milkshakes that come with like a piece of cake on top, or a cupcake, or the one that I get comes with a Rice Krispie and a big marshmallow on top. So good. Every time I get one is good. You can go right inside and there is a counter in there that you can order just milkshakes. So if you are heading out of the parks, maybe to your car, you can get a milkshake on the way out. And number 10, I recommend the Raptor meet and greet. So a lot of people I think don't realize this is like a thing or know what it is, but there is a raptor that you can meet with his handler, and it's like the best thing I've ever done every time I go there. It's just like a normal photo experience. Like you can go there, they'll take photos for you on your phone as well as like professional photos. But you interact with a real raptor, and the raptor's handler is like egging him on and stuff. Oh, it's just so fun, and it's located in Jurassic Park and Islands of Adventure. It's like one of the best meet and greets we have. So I highly recommend going to meet the raptor there as one of your character meet and greets. So that's it. That's kind of like my top 10 things. Maybe I'll put it in a way of top 10 things you didn't know you should do, but it's a must do. Thank you guys for watching me talk all about Universal Orlando here and what I think are the must do things in Universal. And I'll see you guys in a new video. Bye.